outside. Let me just crouch down. I've got nowhere to put you, and I've tried holding you up, and I've got so many layers on, I can't get my arm up. But anyway, I'm outside in my outhouse where I keep the bin, the recycling bin, and normally all of this is tidy and it has wood where we keep all the wood for the fires and the coal and pots and things like that, but it's got really messy over winter and things have just been chucked in here that shouldn't be in here. But I'm going to deal with that another day, because I'm going to get outside, because we have sun today, and I can't even remember the last time I saw the sun for this long. I've probably seen it through this week for a couple of minutes, but it's been horrible weather here in the UK. It's just rain, rain, rain every single day, constant. I've not even seen blue skies, but today it's blue skies, it's sunshine. I woke up to a frost, which I will take over rain any day, and it's too nice to just stay in and do house bits. So it's about lunchtime. I've got some bits and bobs done around the house, and I'm like, right, I just need to go outside and get some things done and enjoy this weather. So I'm going to sweep up some leaves, deadhead some bits, and I thought I would take you along with me. This little cat has been outside wondering what I'm doing in here. This is Archie, and he's been pottering about with me. He's very nosy, so it'd be nice if he could actually help, but he doesn't. He just comes around and inspects and judges my work. Anyway, let's get going. So this little area is in the summertime where we'd have the fire pit and the chairs, and it's a really nice little area to sit, and then all the the greenery grows along this wall. I'm not sure I don't think it's ivy, but it's gorgeous green leaves, and then in autumn time they go a red, really nice red brown autumnal colour. So this normally has a rug and little benches, and it's a really nice area to sit when it's nice sunny day. And I've got an old sink which we had in the house, which we took out and we was going to sell, but I was like, I'll use that to plant up some bulbs. So I've planted some bulbs. I did these, I think it was October time maybe, I cannot really remember what they are, so that will be a surprise, but you can see they're growing really well. I also popped this here just because it needed planting, because it was so oh my gosh, there's a ladybird. Can you see that? Oh. Yeah, it just needed planting, going in something, because it was outgrowing its pot when I brought it. But as you can see, it's just this is not deep enough, so I need to take that out, either pop it into a container or find somewhere to put it in the bed. So I'll have to do that. I've got all these leaves that I need to sweep up. So yeah, let's get started in this little area. So I've managed to sweep all these leaves. There's so many, this pile. I've just got to go over it a little bit more and get all the little bits up, and then there's a lot more down here, but we've got these posts here because we're going to be popping a fence up at the side of our house. So this has become their home, and yeah, they've just been left here, so I need to try and move these and then continue sweeping out. As you can see, all these leaves, so many. Oh, you know when you start a job and you just wish you hadn't. That's what I'm beginning to think, but it's going to be worth it and it needs to be done. So yeah, already it just looks nicer and clearer in this area. So I've now moved the wood and I've balanced it precariously on that wall, which, yeah, I need to just sweep up because I don't want it to fall. So now I've cleaned all this area of the wood, so I can just literally get in there and give it a good sweep. And yeah, I'll show you once I've done it. Can you see it to the sun? There we go. So all of this I'm going to sweep up. Right, let's get going. Also, all these leaves which I'm collecting, which I've got a lot more of, they've started to sort of decompose down a bit because they've got so wet and through the winter and things, which is perfect because I've got some raised beds. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, Oscar? Yeah. So I've got some raised beds which are going to be going on the front of the garden, and I will use all of these leaves in my raised beds just to fill them out a little bit, and then layer it up with topsoil and compost and things. So that is really good because obviously they take quite a lot to fill, so that will just fill them out a bit. This burner was made by one of Alex's friends. We had an old gas canister and he's made it into a burner for us. It's quite old now because you see it's gone quite rusty, but I quite like the rusty look, especially next to the brick wall at the bottom of the garden. I just think it looks quite nice, especially for outdoors. But yeah, and in the summer we have that on and it's a really nice little area. And I normally have like a rug and some chairs, like I've said, and all this wall goes all green and reds, and it's really, really nice. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's all finished. Oh, yeah, and these are all the leaves I got all these leaves in here, which will be perfect for my beds, and that bag is full of leaves as well. And I've got this old cart, what used to be Oscar's. We used to put Oscar in this and pull him around car shows and things in the summer. He loved it. He used to play with this quite a lot when he was little. It's still got his little number plate on the back. But I got it out of the garage and I was going to sell it. But then I thought, I pumped up all the tyres and it's in really good condition because it's been left in the garage. But I thought it's perfect for putting gardening things in, like compost, if I get compost delivered, or topsoil and things like that, because my beds are going to be all the way around the front of my house. So if I show you, it's a really long walk. So I'd walk all the way up here because we're a corner plot. There's quite a lot of land that's come with it. You can hear the traffic on the road on the front, but basically it's all the way round, and my beds are going to be on the front of the garden there, so that little trailer will really come in handy. Just put my gloves on, and so I'm going to plant a few of these ones. I think these flower, I haven't got my glasses on, between June and August, so it's quite nice, and they look like this. So I'm just going to pop a few in this little area. I won't know which ones are which, so I'll just get a selection, which I would like, a bit of a variation in this little corner bit, and then I'll give them a good water too. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they come up, because that would be so nice to see them come up through the year and add a bit of colour in this area, which last year in here I planted strawberries, which was lovely, but it wasn't really many like flowers or anything in this area. It's quite a lot of greenery, and so this year, because I've got my raised beds, I'm probably pop the strawberries, if I get some strawberry plants, in the front garden, because that's where we get a lot of the late sun. So from the afternoon onwards we get loads of sun round the front, so I think they'll do a bit better, because in this area it's sort of really sunny in the morning, but then as the day goes on it's in the shade most of the time. So yeah, you think 15 is a lot of bulbs, but then when you start planting them, it seemed like you can actually plant. In fact, I might just put them all here because I've only got a few left. So, and I've got a lot of room in here. I like to fill it so it's really full with not many gaps. So hopefully that will look nice. These ones, I've seen people with these and they look like spiders, like dried, dead spiders. Ooh. And it's only because I saw someone else planting them. Otherwise, I don't think I'd even think that was a bulb. Because to me, it looks like it's been put in by accident or it's an actual spider that's died. So yeah, I'm going to plant all of them. And then, how many more have I got left? A few more. Big one. It's quite exciting planting them all, not knowing which is which, because obviously it's a variation pack. But as long as like some come up, it'd be lovely for them all to come up. But we will see, and I can always film it once they start coming up, and we'll be able to see them together. Another one of those weird spider ones. And what I'm going to do, I've got some compost, so I'm going to pop a little bit of compost over the top just for a bit of extra, because that plant took some of the compost with its roots, so it needs a bit more. Where shall I put this one? Last one, let's pop it there. Right, and let's get the compost and pop that on, and then we're all done. Right, oh my god, look at that sun. We haven't seen the sun in forever, and it's absolutely glorious that it's now out. So that is all of them planted. I'm going to give it a really good water, and fingers crossed we get some more growth. But yeah, it'll look nice once it's all grown. Oh, I'm back in. It's so nice when you come in from the garden. I've been out there for, well, bar coming in and making lunch for me and Oscar, and then I went straight back out again. So I've probably been out there for 4 hours in total. It's just, you know, when you just think it won't take very long, and it ends up taking so much longer. But I've done that part of the garden, which you'd have seen on my videos. And like I say, because we have a courtyard garden, that's like one section of it. And I've still got a lot more to do, but I'm trying to like do it in sections so I don't get overwhelmed, because otherwise if I start thinking about everything I need to do, it just makes me feel like not doing it. But yeah, I'm in, and I've got a candle lit. It's not getting dark because it's only just gone half full, but you know when it's just starting to feel like there's a different smell in the air, and I think someone's got a fire going. Because I think there's a lot of like real fires in the house, I mean not outside, and there's just that lovely smell from some of the chimneys, and oh, it feels really nice to be in. But I'm going to grab a cup of tea. It's that evening. I hope you've enjoyed my gardening vlog. Oh, it's not really a gardening vlog. I think I've got a few more bits in that what I got up to through the week. If you're not into gardening, it's not going to become a gardening vlog. I do not know enough about gardening to do a whole series of that, but it's just me pottering around in my garden, tidying up, and just getting ready for spring. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy them. I hope so, because I really enjoy doing them, and it's nice sometimes to see the before and afters, because it can sometimes feel that you've not really done much, but then when you look back it's like, oh, actually it does look so much better. But yeah, anyway, hope you've had a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.